puppy. Oh, come on. Oh, yes. Save him. You got it. Oh, come on, baby. Come on. You got it. You got it. Yeah. Yeah. Come on. Come on, baby. You can do it. Yeah. Yeah. Oh. Poor little doggy. I bet he was so scared. What a good little doggy. Both of them are so good. I love dogs. My little baby voice comes out too when I'm talking about them. Wow. That is... Thank gosh for that other dog, okay? Thank gosh. Oh no. Oh no. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, he is incredibly lucky. He was this close to having that big boulder come smashing down on his car. Wow. I'm speechless. He is so lucky. His guardian angel was looking after him. That's all I gotta say. They were so close, all of those cars, but that one in particular, wow.
That the 3-year-old girl was being prepared for burial when she began to move inside her coffin. A neighbor of the family had opened the girl's coffin to adjust the body when he noticed a slight movement of her head. The girl was apparently pronounced dead 2 days earlier. Video footage posted online shows the ceremony erupting in chaos as a man and woman, identified by the Philippine Star as the girl's parents, pick her up out of the casket and wrap her in blankets. Parents said the girl had, quote, severe fever for days, so they took her to a medical clinic on Friday, where she was pronounced dead early the next morning. After the funeral incident, the little girl was doing well enough to go home after some tests were done.
Wow. That is... mind blown. She just defied all odds, but that means she was in the casket for 2 days alive before someone came and found her. Oh man, I'm so glad that that person opened the casket to like readjust her or whatever they said, because then they saw that she was moving. That's just a roller coaster of emotions for the entire family. Like, you think she's dead, she's alive, and she's safe, and whew. Wow, that's incredible. Wow. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. What are with all these people, like, escaping death by this much? The car didn't even change speed. Like, I saw that, I would, like, zoom up. That car was just like, Jesus has got me, don't worry. like literally, they weren't even concerned. Maybe they didn't even see it. Who knows? They're extremely lucky because that tree was gonna smack right on top of that car. Wow, all these people extremely lucky. Oh my gosh. Did he just get zapped by lightning? Oh, he's alive. I will survive. There's no way. There's no way this is real. There's no way. This dude got struck by lightning not once, but twice. And he still managed to get up and keep on walking. But if that was me, I would have just kept crawling because, yo, he's a magnet for lightning. Like, who is that? Thor?
Thor, son of Odin.
Sasha, son of a bitch, you're still alive.
Something's going on there. I think that's a god. That guy now has superpowers. I'm telling you right now, he has superpowers. There's no way that you get struck by lightning twice, survive, and not have powers. Come on, guys. Alright guys, before I go any further, why don't you hit that like button, because, you know, it really helps us out.
Esse trecho da pista é perigoso, não tem acostamento, os buracos foram tapados com barro e os veículos passam em alta velocidade.
First off, how did the guy holding the camera not be like, yo, dude, move on over, come on, come on. Also, second of all, how did the dude in the pink shirt not even flinch? The thing went by like this close, and he was just like, I'm gonna keep on reporting. I don't break character. That's fine. 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10. This guy didn't break character. He just kept going. I bet his life flashed before his eyes. Man, that guy behind the camera, though, is Snake. Didn't give him a warning or anything. He's like, if he gets hit, he gets hit. Then I can go home early. Is this the Fast and the Furious? This is some Jackie Chan shit right here. Like, how did he manage to pull that off? Also, he was driving a little too fast, so, you know, he's lucky it didn't end badly for him. Instead, he just did a sick flip, and then he landed on the car, and he's like, now I'm surfing. I also love how the person recording, you see, like, she whips out her cross. I don't know if anyone else saw that. She whips out her cross, and then it was like, oh, okay. Wow. I'm just blown away. I'm so glad that someone caught that on camera. That is bragging rights. But also, he probably got his license taken away from that reckless behavior, and the insurance company probably hates him.
Oh my god!
Oh, hi, BB. Yeah, dolphins are so smart. I've seen a bunch of videos where dolphins go and retrieve dropped things like toys, phones. They're smart. They're super smart. They like grab the phone, they like scroll through your photos a little bit, you know, see what's up, maybe post on social media. That's my dolphin laugh. You know, post a little thing on social media. Hashtag dolphin posting. Hashtag I got her phone. Blown away. Animals are incredible. Dolphins are so smart. So smart.
Lost at sea, a man cool as could be records what he believes are his last moments on this planet.
So that's it.
30-year-old Jacob Childs is treading water in the open sea. He's alone, but he does have a GoPro camera to document the end for his loved ones.
The sun's going down.
During the dive, Jacob got separated from his group, and when he popped up to the surface, a swift current pulled him away. He found to his shock that the dive boat was leaving without him.
That's a wrap on old Jakey.
Just when night has fallen and he thinks the end is near, a search plane suddenly appears overhead.
Plane's coming back. Oh yeah, the plane would have to come back.
He had stayed afloat for 6 nightmarish hours. Now back home, Jacob says he's alive today because his wetsuit prevented hypothermia. That emergency marker also helped the rescue plane spot him in the dark. And one more thing, he never panicked.
Wow, I need a clap for him. He survived 6 hours alone in the cold water and didn't panic. I'd be like, oh my god, I'm gonna die, blah, blah, blah. But can you imagine, like, I don't even know what was going through his mind. Like, he's literally like, and that's a wrap on Jakey. Like, he knows he's gonna die. Like, that must have been hard. And thank gosh he was rescued, because there's been a lot of situations where people, you know, they don't get rescued, and it's really sad and depressing, and I don't know why I said that, but it's sad, and I'm glad that little Jakey is okay. Whew. Also, why would they just leave him? They're like, oh, Jake's not around, let's just go, and they left on boat? What? No, that's not how it works. That makes me mad. Uh-oh.
Thank you.
Why is he thanking the GoPro as if the GoPro saved his life? Nah, probably he's like, yeah, I got a sick fall. Bragging rights. I can show all the girls and be like, look what I survived. Survived this sick fall. Whew. So I'm never skiing again. Just kidding. But I knew something like that was happening. My heart was beating fast for this dude.
Thank you.
I got a glimpse of the front grille of a car. It looked like it was coming the wrong direction.
On August 11, 2014, David Fredrickson and his driving partner were driving on I-10 near Biloxi, Mississippi, when David's dash cam recorded a tragic crash.
Oh my gosh.
As flames engulfed the car, David grabbed the fire extinguisher in his truck
Let's
and
go,
ran
David.
toward the scene of the accident,
Let's go, David.
afraid of what he might find.
And if you watch the video, you kind of see me jerking on it to get it open, but it wouldn't open.
Once more, he prayed. While others pulled the woman to safety, David carried the granddaughter safely to the side of the interstate.
It was surreal that they were okay. I mean, I didn't think anybody could live through it.
Wow. David, the real hero. Incredible. I love it when other people save other people. It's just like, you know, faith in humanity restored. Oh, man, I feel bad for the people in the car. That is some traumatic thing to go through. Wow.
Подвергается все большей опасности. Только за последние 350 лет...
Олеська, смотри.
Ой, ничего себе! Что это? Вау!
Coming in at number 10, we have Truck On. In May 2018, a fire chief in East Jordan claimed that a security camera took this image of an angel flying over his truck. Glenn Thorman said that CCTV caught an angel flying over his vehicle and then disappeared out of frame. He said, "That's an angel," and I was just blown away. The Jordan River's Facebook page shared the image and said, "These photos have not been altered in any way." The second photo, the security camera also shot because the angel was moving away. The camera is designed to photograph anything in motion or unusual. Lots of tears today when they opened the security on their camera. Wow. Some skeptics are saying it's a moth nearer to the camera and that the picture lacks depth perception, but others are straight up convinced it's an angel. Coming into number 9, we have the Texan experience. Danny Ferrero was driving in Texas in July 2018 when he saw something beautiful in the sky. He stopped to take a picture of his view down Highway 105 and then shared the image of the sun setting in the clouds on Facebook. The beams of light through the clouds very much looked like an angel spreading their wings, and the good people of Facebook thought so too. The image was shared on the social media platform 12,000 times. Ferrero said that the sighting came at the right time. He'd been having some family issues. He said, "God can speak to us in many different ways, and for that I'm thankful." Coming into number 8, we have Angels in Mecca. A YouTube video was uploaded to the video sharing site in August 2010. Now, it was said to have been shot in Mecca in 2008. Mecca, of course, is a holy desert valley in Saudi Arabia, sacred to those of the Islamic faith. So this video is pretty blurry, but such was life in 2008. I have to admit, something strange is happening here. Perhaps it's an angel visiting one of the holiest spots on earth, or maybe it's a lens flare. You decide. Coming into number 7, we have Dark Angel or Dementor. Some people in Kitwe in Zambia were convinced that they had seen a dark angel, or an angel of death perhaps, looking over the Mukuba Mall. The dark humanoid figure appeared in the clouds with seemingly no explanation. The apparition was 100 meters long and very much looked like a Harry Potter Dementor. Dementors, of course, administer kisses of death and suck out souls, so not great. People had mixed reactions to the figure in the clouds. Some people thought it was an angel of some kind or some kind of embodiment of God, so they started worshipping it. Others were terrified and they ran away in fear. Apparently the mystery cloud hung around for around half an hour and then it disappeared. How strange. Coming into number 6, we have a guardian angel. A lot of people talk about guardian angels, benevolent forces that watch over them and protect them from harm. This is a lovely idea, but is there any proof that such a thing exists? Well, this CCTV footage from a road in China seems to offer a shred of proof. A guy on a motorbike is about to be obliterated by an oncoming truck when his guardian angel flies in at super speed and rescues him right in the nick of time. Now this does leave him very confused. He's baffled, but he's alive. So have a look at this footage and let me know what you think for yourself. The video was uploaded in September 2012 and has been watched over 11 million times. Is this proof of a higher force? this? Well, it turns out that actually this is a hoax. It's a viral marketing campaign for a Chinese game called Dragon Totem Girl. Makes me kinda sad. Speaking of guardian angels, it seems one showed up at a hospital at number 5. I found this image alongside the story of Chelsea Banton. Chelsea was 14 when she nearly died of pneumonia. Now her illness had reached the point where doctors recommended switching off her life support. Her mother made the unthinkable decision to follow the doctor's advice. Now it was thought that Chelsea would quickly die, but she survived the night and then began to make a miraculous recovery. One of the nurses had reported a man standing by Chelsea's door, and when her mother seemed totally baffled by it, they watched over the CCTV footage. This is what they saw. Whether or not it's just a patch of light from a particularly sunny window, or whether what you're seeing is actually the figure of an angel, one thing's for sure, what happened to Chelsea was an absolute miracle. Coming into number 4, we have the Stairway to Heaven. In July 2018, footage from Tuscaloosa, Alabama was uploaded to the internet. The video was shot on a stormy day and the camera captures the dark clouds, only there's something going on in those clouds. If you look closely, you can see what looks like 2 people walking through them. Now they don't appear to have wings, but could these be angels anyway? It seems that the footage was shot as part of a live stream and only later were the figures spotted. On YouTube, the miraculous video has been viewed 2.2 million times. Now Alabama is a pretty religious place and it seemed to have many people locally as well as further spread across the world totally convinced of heavenly activity. There's something similar happening in Ghana at number 3. A Ghanaian news channel reported on a strange sighting in Danzaman, Ghana. The news presenter shares the video in a segment called An Encounter with the Dead. Whatever is in the clouds looks a lot more like it has wings than the figures in the Alabama clouds, so maybe it is an angel. But also, maybe angels can choose to have wings when they want, and maybe sometimes vampires can't go into the sun, but then maybe sometimes they glitter like Edward Cullen. See what I'm saying? Coming in at number 2, we have fairies or tiny angels. Anyone watching who's roughly my age or a few years older from the UK, do you remember Goldie Looking Chain? Because I certainly do. I really enjoyed them as a teen, and you know what, who doesn't love a bit of Welsh rap at the best of times? You might be wondering what they're up to now. Well, let me tell you, spotting fairies in the garden. That's what. So John Rutledge, a member of Goldie Looking Chain, was out having a lovely walk with his dog in Newbridge, Wales, when he decided to take some snaps of the beautiful sunny summer's day. Now, if the sun is shining in the UK, especially Wales, you are going to want to capture that on camera. It turns out that John got more than he bargained for when he looked at his film. While he surveyed his pictures after his walk, he realised that he had actually captured what looked like 7 tiny winged humanoids. Now, are these little angels or are they fairies? Or are fairies just tiny angels anyway? The pop star said that ever since childhood he wanted to witness a paranormal event. He said, "The last thing I expected was a winged entity in a wood in South Wales, but there it is, smack bang in your face, it's solid evidence." Imagine him saying that in his Welsh accent. Solid. On closer inspection, the picture is seemingly legit. It does look like tiny winged people. Finally, coming into number 1, this honestly did have me convinced. We have the Russian landing. In 2016, on a live news broadcast in Russia, a bright light interrupted the host. Now, I don't know what she's saying, but maybe our Russian audience will know. The presenter seems totally shocked. Her reaction seems pretty genuine. What else could this be? We don't see wings or anything, it's just a ball of light, but it's really strange, and again, her reaction speaks volumes. Was this an actual angel caught on camera?
Starting off at number 10 now, we have St. Padre Pio. In 2002, the statue of Padre Pio was said to begin shedding tears that some people believed was actually blood. A passerby first noticed it and alerted the local priest. They were unable to wipe away this red substance leaking from the eyes of the statue. As news travelled of this suspected miracle, hundreds came to see the statue in person. This happened just a few months before the Pope made Padre Pio a saint. Some people said this was the reason for this supernatural occurrence. At number 9 now, we have Cochabamba. During Holy Week in 1995, a church in Cochabamba, Bolivia, noticed that their statue of Jesus appeared to be shedding tears of blood. Believers claimed that the tears were tested in an Australian lab and found to contain real human blood. They also said the statue was totally hollow, which was proof that there was no tampering going on. According to locals, the Cochabamba Christ has wet blood every Good Friday since. At number 8 now we have Los Naranjos. In April 2017, a video emerged online appearing to show the Virgin Mary crying tears of blood. The statue belonged to a man in the town of Los Naranjos in Argentina. The owner of the statue said he noticed the blood in March and said that Mary had visited him in a dream. The statue was then transferred to the local church for pilgrims to visit. An investigation was launched to look for a natural explanation before it was declared as a miracle. The local priest reminded everyone though to not jump to any conclusions. At number 7 now we have Perth. In 2002, scientists in Australia failed to find the source of tears flowing from the eyes of a statue of the Virgin Mary. The statue was on display in a Catholic church in Perth. It was bought by Patty Powell from Bangkok 8 years before. Nothing seemed out of the ordinary until one day it started dripping with a rose-scented oil-like substance. Visitors came from all over Australia to see it for themselves. The priest and many others claimed it was a miracle, but scientists conducted studies to determine exactly what this liquid was. Moving on to number 6 now we have Fresno. In May 2016, Maria Cardenas from Fresno, California said her statue of Mary had been crying. She said it all started a year and a half before when her cousin died. Apparently Maria came home one day and said the statue's eyes were welling up with a liquid. She said it was tears, others said it could have been actual blood. Maria said she doesn't really understand why the statue was doing that but believes it could be linked to her cousin's death. Overall, she saw the crying as something good. At number 5 now we have La Madonna. In February 95, the La Madonna statue, or Little Madonna, was said to weep tears of blood in the town of Pantano, Italy. The statue belonged to Fabio Gregori. He said that one morning he heard his 6-year-old daughter cry out that the statue was crying blood. Over the next few days, the crying was witnessed by dozens of witnesses, both believers and not. A commission of theologians claimed it as a supernatural event. Alright, at number 4 now guys, we have Jalisco. In November 2016, a crying statue of the Virgin Mary was reported in the town of Jalisco in Mexico. A man there told TV crews that he saw blood coming out of the statue's glass eyes. This came just a few months after the preserved body of a child saint supposedly opened her eyes in the very same town. Alright, at number 3 now we have Sacramento. In 2005 it was reported that the Vietnamese Catholic Church in Sacramento had a statue of Mary that was said to cry blood. The priest washed off what he assumed were just stains, but 10 days later they reappeared. The statue is now placed outside the church for pilgrims to visit. Over the years, the rain rendered the tears as just a small smudge on the statue's face. Still, that doesn't stop people from visiting the statue even to this day. Moving on to number 2 now, we have Akita. In 1973, a convent in Akita, Japan reported a strange happening with their statue of the Virgin Mary. A nun began having holy visions of angels and showed signs of stigmata on her hands, the same wounds that Jesus received during crucifixion. Blood also poured out from the statue's palms. Over the next 2 years, the statue was said to have produced rose-scented sweat and wept tears of blood 101 times, often in front of believers and even a television audience. And finally, number 1 now, we have another statue of Mary. In August 2016, it was reported that a statue of the Virgin Mary in Bolivia had been crying blood. The local priest claimed that the Virgin Mary statue was bleeding from its eyes and hands. Samples of the substance were sent off to be tested to see if it really was human blood. Churchgoers were hoping that this would be enough for the Vatican to announce it as a miracle.